Welcome back to week 4 of Just Football Talk. First, we're going to recap week 3, the matchups, the scores, and all the crazy outcomes. Then we'll tap into week 4. I got some crazy trade news. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. Then we'll do week 3 matchups with Grandpa D, so stay tuned. First things first, the injury reaper came for some big names. Najee Harris, CD Lamb, and James Conner. These were some wild games. Who would have thought Browns would have beat the Green Bay Packers? Now, their defense is really good after those draft picks, but if they could just figure out a QB, their team would be dangerous. Carolina shut out Atlanta. Who would have bet on that? The Lions and Ravens game, that was a fun game. I think it would have been different if Derrick Henry didn't fumble the ball, and that's 3 straight games of fumble in every game. You know, the fantasy owners are probably like, what's going on? But also the Ravens fans are like, what's going on? Now, I feel like the Chiefs finally got their first win, which was very needed. They're playing the Ravens, so it's going to be a tough matchup. And trade alert. I traded Keenan Allen away. Somebody reached out to me and wanted him. Saw that he had Quentin Johnston. I know that they're on the same team. I think Keenan Allen being older is going to be like more injury prone, and also all the possibilities for him to score are going to be taken to like Ladd McConkey, QJ, the running back. Like a better move to get Quentin Johnston because he's a young guy, same team, but higher upside because he's got a lot of boom and bust behind him. I also kind of maneuvered something else in. So I got T. Higgins, right? And every week, I don't know if I should start him now because of Joe Burrow being out. So I'm like, let me see if I can put him in this package to just get rid of him, but also get somebody good in return maybe, or just someone even. Or he actually mentioned J.K. Dobbins, and I was like, let's see what he's got. I'm looking at his points, and that man breaks 20 points every week consistently, and he's also the running back 1 for Denver. Now, Denver itself isn't a great team. It was really like, let's see if he can bite on this, and he really wanted Keenan, so he gave me J.K. Dobbins technically for T. Higgins. I definitely feel like I got 2 solid players, and I gave him one guy and a headache on the other guy. He'll probably end up dropping T. Higgins in a little bit, I feel like. I was luckily able to get Quentin Johnston and J.K. Dobbins for T. Higgins and Keenan Allen, so we'll see how that turns out, and I really think I got a good outside. And on top of that, I have Rashid Shaheed, which for the Saints, it's a nightmare, but in this league, they count punt returns and kickoff returns, so basically every quarter, I'm getting extra yardage for extra points for no reason. And that's the same reason I picked up Luke McCaffrey. Now, Cam Scatterboo, I picked him up in both leagues early on, and I was like, all right, maybe mid to late season, he's going to have some like higher scoring points, or I can trade him away, right? And he's already running back 1, obviously because of the injury. That dude runs through a brick wall. And with his style of running, he's going to probably be injured, but he's definitely got some like look at me talent. So I'm riding on him while I get some points for him, and then I'm hoping maybe in like 2-3 weeks, maybe trade him away for someone who's like a better veteran, because like someone wants to ride the Cam Scatterboo train. So I'm gonna get off when it's hot, and maybe he'll probably end up getting injured. Like if you think about it, fantasy football is like playing stocks. You gotta ride while it's hot and then get off before it goes down, because like I said, with Keenan Allen, him being older, I feel like he's more likely to get injured, or his points are going to be taken out. So it's kind of like, all right, while he's a big name, let me get someone else, a younger name, who's getting every week I saw Quentin Johnston, he's getting more and more targets, so we'll see how that goes. If you have any trades that you want to send in, or if you have any questions like, hey, I traded this person for this person, was it a good move? We'll talk about it on the show. So I'm going to do a rundown so everybody understands. Every week we're going to do our matchups, and all the games that we pick differently, that's how we're going to keep track of our points. Meaning, last week I got 5 points and he got 2 points, because there were 7 games that we had different picks, and I lost 2 and he lost 5. Every week we're going to go through that. He's going to come here, we're going to go through our picks, and I'll keep track, and I'll be posting up who has what points, and that's how we're going to add it. We're going to do our week 4 matchups, and I'm going to kind of talk more about it, but stay tuned to see who's in the lead. As you can see, Grandpa's back. We're going to talk about week 3. I explained a little bit earlier that we're only counting the points on the games that we pick opposite. So the points are only when you got something right or I got something right. Do you want to go on to week 4? Is there anything you want to talk about week 3?
Not really. I'm embarrassed.
You're embarrassed? Okay, I understand. So week 4, I know I picked Arizona and you picked Seattle.
Yeah.
And Seattle won last night.
Did they?
Yeah. It was close. Well, at the end. It said 20-24 or something crazy. Like, it was very close, but Seattle was winning that whole game.
Seattle's going to be tough this year.
I think Arizona was just not.
Arizona, you don't know what team you're getting.
No. And honestly, that game was kind of boring.
Right.
I was like, I didn't even watch the whole thing. I went to bed at halftime. All right. Minnesota and Pittsburgh. I feel like Minnesota, they did put a big. They beat. Who did they beat? It was like 40 to something.
Pittsburgh down here somewhere.
Minnesota. I'm saying Minnesota.
That's this week.
Yeah, Minnesota beat Cincinnati
Right.
really bad last week. So I think Minnesota is kind of riding high. But
I don't know. I mean, then again, who's hot, who's not?
Exactly. Now this next game, Washington and Atlanta, the quarterback for Washington's out, so it's Mariota again.
I picked him this week.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you learned your lesson, huh?
I learned my lesson. Just Atlanta, you don't know.
Yeah, you really don't. Now, New Orleans and Buffalo.
I took Buffalo.
I did too. A lot of me wants to kind of maybe switch it up, but
New Orleans ain't showing nothing so far this year.
No, but I will say there's another game that I'm really 50-50 on, but I will get there.
Right.
New Orleans and Buffalo, that's going to be a good game. I think Buffalo's going to play with them. You know, it's like a cat playing with a mouse until they...
And right now, the way Detroit looks, you can't stop them.
No, not Detroit, no. So Detroit and Cleveland, you went Detroit?
Yeah.
I feel like Cleveland's defense stopped Green Bay. But they don't really have that as big of an offensive weapon as the Lions do.
The Lions got everybody. Yeah. They send out the good receiver.
That's going to be a good game. It's going to be a really good game. Now, Tennessee and Houston.
I got Houston.
You went with Houston. I went with Tennessee. So this is one where you could get a point.
Okay.
I definitely think Houston is a better team. I'm hoping Tennessee pulls it through because Tennessee has Cam Ward, and I really think he needs one win, and I think this is the game he could get a win under his belt. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Now, Carolina and New England.
I went with New England again.
Okay.
New England beat themselves last week.
Did they lose?
Yeah.
That was one.
They
I think
dropped
I picked
3
right.
balls
Mm-hmm.
in the
On the
end
goal
zone.
line. Yeah. Fumbled it right there. Yeah. Yeah.
3 balls, not once, but 3 times.
That was the one game you didn't pick your Pittsburgh Steelers,
Right.
and I picked the Steelers. Yeah, that game was crazy.
But New England should have won it.
Yeah, for sure. So, and I think this is one we both, again, picked the same. Chargers and Giants.
I took the Chargers.
So the Giants did make a change for their quarterback. Did you hear that? They're going with Jackson Dart. It's a rookie quarterback. I don't think he's going to win, but...
I'm surprised. Wasn't he hurt?
No.
They should have went with Dart before.
Mm-hmm.
Here, Wilson's done.
Yeah, no, they basically put the nail in the coffin last week. So, Philadelphia and Tampa. This is the game I'm going back and forth.
I got to go with the fucking Super Bowl champs.
You know, just because I want to because we picked a lot of the same teams.
Right.
I'm going to make a change. Like you can see on my paper, I picked Philadelphia, but
Right.
I'm going to change it to Tampa because I'm going to go Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I'm going to go Tampa Bay, try them for the upset. Now, this next one, I couldn't remember what you picked.
Rams.
You picked the Rams. Okay. So I picked the Colts. So this is where we start getting more points.
Right.
Now, the Rams definitely could be the one team to stop the Colts, but I'm riding on the Colts train.
Yeah.
This one, I know you picked San Fran.
I didn't want to go against the Colts myself, but Rams are at home.
Well, I'm glad you went with the Rams because I didn't want to have to. Jacksonville and San Fran.
I took San Fran. Purdy's out.
I know I talked to you a little bit. You said you're taking that because of Purdy, but I'm almost more so going Jacksonville because of Nick Bosa. is out. He tore his ACL.
Yeah, but they got other good defensive players.
Okay. We'll see how that goes. So, Baltimore and Kansas City. Come on.
Baltimore's coming back with a zing.
Okay.
Their defense has got to wake up.
I agree with you. I'm not saying you're wrong. I can't pick someone else. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't. But do I think it'll be a good game? Yes. Do I hope the Chiefs offense can make some moves? Yes. If that's the case, we have a chance. But if our offense can't move, And
I'll tell you what, even though they've won a couple games, they don't show like they're the team of the past.
Well, hold on. They haven't. They only won one game.
Really? Okay.
They've only won one game.
That was last week?
Yeah. Feels good.
But they ain't showing it.
No. But we'll see. You can't count them out. Now, this next one, did you go Bears or did you go Vegas?
I went Vegas.
I went with Vegas too, but part of me wants to go.
Vegas is ready. Vegas is getting ready to break out. They've been close in every game they play.
Every game, and it's like they're just figuring it out.
Right.
I don't know. Now, Green Bay and Dallas.
Green Bay.
I'm really excited for this game. I'm really excited for that game.
Well, you think Dallas is going to wake up?
No, I think Green Bay, because of Micah Parsons and everything going on, I think it's going to be Green Bay is going to, I think, really.
How do you think? Prescott ain't going to like Micah Parsons on the other side.
No, and I'm excited for it. They don't have CeeDee Lamb. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
He hurt his ankle or something like that, and so they don't have very many offensive weapons. And, but hey, it's going to be an interesting game.
Did they let that? Did they have that? Who does he play for now? Who's their other receiver? They just got it.
George Pickens from the Steelers.
Right.
Yeah.
Now he's good.
He's good, but there's a lot of friction on the sidelines with him. He's throwing his helmet and stuff like that.
Well,
I'd be mad too. I'd be mad too. But for that to be the 8:00 game, I'm so excited for Sunday.
Sunday, that one game's at 9:30.
9:30 in the morning.
It's in Dublin.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And see, if I thought Pittsburgh was at home.
Yeah.
I would almost went Minnesota if I knew they were playing out of the country.
I don't know, because of Minnesota, how they played last week against the Browns. I think Minnesota could upset them.
Right.
But I'm excited to see Rodgers over there in the Steelers and see what happens,
Right.
But Monday, there's two games. Jets and Miami.
Right. I got Miami.
I went with Miami, and this one I know I picked different. Denver versus Cincinnati. I'm regretting that pick right now. I'm regretting it. I'm going with it.
That backup quarterback for Cincinnati ain't shit.
No, I'm just I got it. Going down this, I realized we had a lot of points together. Like we had a lot of the same matchups, and I wanted to keep it interesting. I just couldn't pick the Jets versus Miami over Cincinnati or honestly, the Jets probably don't look as bad as Miami does at this point. It looks like we'll have a few games that are going to be different, but nothing too crazy.
Maybe I can get out of the hole this week.
That's what most of your picks that you have different, I would rather be in your shoes.
Right. Because
you can maybe get out of the hole. But like I said, it's 5-2. We're going to keep adding every week the different games that we have on who's right and who's wrong.
Okay.
And then maybe next week, not this week because we're doing this now, but now that we're explaining the rules, next week we'll do jersey match.
Okay.
Alrighty, well, thank you for tuning in for Just Football Talk. Is there anything you want to let the people know?
Nah, just a good week in football.
Alrighty, well, you guys have a good one.